And he said, naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked shall I return. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away.
There was a rich man who dressed in purple garments and fine linen and dined sumptuously each day. And lying at his door was a poor man named Lazarus, covered with sores, who would gladly have eaten his fill of the scraps that fell from the rich man's table. See, I have given into your hand Jericho, with its king and mighty men of valor. You shall march around the city, all of the men of war going around the city once. As soon as you hear the sound of the trumpet, then all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the walls of the city will fall down flat. As soon as they had brought them outside, they said, "Flee for your life. Do not look back or stop anywhere on the plain. Flee to the hills at once, or you will all be swept away."
Do not speak evil against one another, brothers. The one who speaks against a brother or judges his brother speaks evil against the law and judges the law. But if you judge the law, you are not a doer of the law, but a judge. There is only one lawgiver and judge, he who is able to save and to destroy. But who are you to judge your neighbor?
So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast?" Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" "I don't know," he replied. "Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done?"
Okay, so I would say creating this theater piece has affected my view of the community personally, just recognizing the problems that we face within our whole nation, but also it's kind of helped me come to realize as much as we are divided, we are also like united just in our own little niche.
Through theater, we can see it sort of happen, and we can see like when Riley's group went and they had people pretending to be like cops, and all the different pieces that we've done. It's made it more personal to me on something that I don't really like. I haven't seen for firsthand or anything.
You know it's happening always, but you never really know it's happening until you really research it and educate yourself on it.
And see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to talk about it if you're not like extremely involved all the time, because there's so many different viewpoints that like no matter what you say, someone's probably going to think you're wrong, someone's probably going to be offended by what you say. So it's kind of like a scary thing to maneuver around, and I think doing it how we did it, like through devised pieces, it's easier to access in that way.
So for the first question, how making a devised piece has affected my view on how the national divide has affected our community is just hearing everybody's like perspective on how this whole year and last year, how it affected everybody, and how some of the things I was feeling I'm not alone in, and that like a lot of people were feeling that way, and also just a bunch of different perspectives about how this national divide has affected our country.
And national divide, really, I didn't realize how specific it was regarding to my own beliefs and to other people's beliefs. And it was really hard to like come across these situations where people would just look at each other and like see like this huge discrepancy among younger individuals and older individuals and people with different races and genders and orientations. And it was hard for me to realize that this was happening every single day without having to like, it felt like I was pushing it down and I was hiding it from myself.
For me, it's just reinforced the realization of how divided people can be over important issues, and how important it is to really listen to other people and to what they think and to where they're coming from and to why they think what they think.
For me, like Caitlin said, I think it's definitely like enforced that idea of just how big like the divide is for so many different things, big and small, especially in Utah because we are a religious state, and especially because we don't like technically have technically we do, but we don't have a divide between church and state, and not having one divide can create divides in separate areas, if that makes sense.
I think this project has made me more aware of how there are divisions within our own community, specifically like the school community, and just seeing the large amount of perspectives that everyone has, because everyone has different experiences and stories, and we can learn a lot from that.
So at least for me, I never took the time to research. I just sort of got all the information secondhand, like if the news was on or now. But now I'm like actively researching it, which is pretty much widened my perspective of like what's going on with the world.
What was interesting to me was, there's divide everywhere, really. I mean, we're focusing on national, but like in my class, and even with our groups, I mean, there's small things here or there that just some people disagree on, and